What's hiding underneath things can be scary. Underwater, under your bed, especially what's under your carpet. Except when you get new carpet from Carpet One Floor and Home. After tearing up your old carpet, they'll vacuum and apply Health Annex antimicrobial to your subfloor, disinfecting and killing mold, mildew, and any remaining general awfulness. Carpet One Floor and Home goes the extra mile to protect you, your family, and your home. Carpet One Floor and Home in Columbia, making your home beautiful, guaranteed.
Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on Tuesday, December the 6th. Good to have you with us today. We're going to talk about something called NutriZou. And when our guest came in, Jennifer Anderson, she's from the Missouri Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics, she said, I want to talk about NutriZou. I thought it was something like Ensure that you drink, but it's not. What is NutriZou?
No, NutriZou. Yeah, so NutriZou is a new service offered by Mizzou dietetics students, and it's nutrition coaching. So appointments to talk about your nutrition.
So if someone feels they're not eating right, they can call.
They can sign up online. And so we have a website, and we can have that link up on the screen.
Yeah. So what do you do if somebody signs up? What happens?
Yeah. So you can come in, whether you want to manage your health with nutrition, or if you want to improve your health with nutrition, or even if you just want help meal planning, because sometimes that can be pretty time consuming and challenging. You know, when things get busy, we can help with all of that.
Do you find when you're working with people who come in that the majority of the people are eating healthy or unhealthy?
Well, I think that they generally want to improve something about their diet, not necessarily unhealthy or healthy, but everyone has something to improve upon with their nutrition, although there's no such thing as a perfect diet.
I was reading a story, this was many months ago, that we as Americans don't have enough variety in our diet.
Variety is important.
Yeah. So we tend to eat the same things over and over again, even if it's the same vegetables. It's important to alternate those vegetables because they have those micronutrients that we need.
Right. On one hand, it can be beneficial to have variety. On the other hand, it can also be helpful to have go-to, breakfasts or lunches that help you with meal planning.
Right. So if people want more information about this, if they want to sign up or they want to be a part of it, what do they do?
So you can go to a search engine and type in NutriZou. It's like nutrition, Mizzou, NutriZou.
Okay, nutrition, Mizzou, NutriZou.
NutriZou, yes.
And
you can sign up. There's a link to put your name and when you'd like to sign up.
Okay.
Is there some other information? There's no charge, and anyone can sign up.
So you don't have to be under a doctor's care. If you want to sign up to try to improve your meal planning, you can do that. Again, where do you go?
You go to NutriZou. You can type in NutriZou in Google.
And you just NutriZou. ZOU.
Yes.
Just go into Google, type that in, and it should come up, and then you do whatever you want to do there.
Yes, and we'll sign you up for an appointment.
Okay, Jennifer, and it's all free of charge.
Free of charge for adults.
For adults.
But we can also help with families.
Okay, what do you call adults? 20, 21 years old?
18 and up.
18 and up. You got it. Jennifer Anderson, thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you.
All right, now I want to introduce you to Ben Miller. Maybe you know him as Daddy Warbuck from Capital City Productions. Good to have you here.
Thanks, Paul. It's good to be here.
You're in the middle of production of Annie right now,
We
right?
are. We just finished our first weekend. Audiences are loving it, and I think we are so close to being sold out the rest of the run. So if folks want to get tickets, they need to get on it.
All right. But you're here today to talk about the 2023 season. What have you got coming up?
Yes, sir. So it's going to be a great season with some Broadway classics and some new things that Mid-Missouri audiences may not know. In February, we're kicking off the season with a show called Escape to Margaritaville, which is a jukebox-style musical that covers Jimmy Buffett's greatest hits.
Oh, really?
And it's going to be a lot of fun. The music is fantastic. We've already cast the show and some really dynamite singers.
And that will be in February.
That'll be in February.
And then?
And then in April, we've got Grumpy Old Men, a musical version of the classic movie that will run for a couple weeks there. That will have the two grumpy old men, and it's a really funny show.
Oh, that was a wonderful movie. The grumpy old men. You remember who played them in the movie?
Oh gosh, it was Jack Lemmon and the other one escapes me.
I know, I cannot think of either one, but it was a funny movie, and you're doing the grumpy old man.
We are. So then in June we have the classic Mel Brooks musical, The Producers, which is just going to be a riot. It's going to also run for 2 weeks, and all these are dinner shows that I'm talking about. And then in August we have the Broadway classic Guys and Dolls.
So you guys are really doing some big productions next year.
Oh yes.
Do you find that the audience of Central Missouri enjoys those productions more than usual?
I do. We try to do a really good job of getting a mix of really well-known shows, but then also some shows that folks might not have heard of. For example, The Escape from Margaritaville. And then our October show is going to be a straight play called Peter and the Starcatchers. And it's based upon a series of best-selling novels that's kind of the origin story of Peter Pan and Neverland and Captain Hook. That is just a really interesting show that folks might not have heard of but would really love.
I've heard of it, but I didn't know what it was about. The title is intriguing. Peter and the Starcatchers.
And then I'm sorry.
Yeah, but when you talk about it, the title makes sense. It's dealing with Peter Pan.
Well, it is, and the Starcatchers are this group of explorers looking for this stardust, and it kind of is the story of, well, where does the stardust come from, and how does Peter learn to fly, and how come he doesn't age? And so it's all that lore behind Peter Pan.
Is it a musical?
No, it's a straight play. But there's music in it. It's got great backing tracks and a soundtrack. It will feel like a movie.
Okay. And then you started with another one?
And then our last show of the year will be at next December, which is Groundhog Day, the musical, based upon the hilarious movie starring Bill Murray.
Okay. So you've got a wonderful year coming up. How do you go about deciding what shows are going to be on tap for the year?
Sure. So about a year in advance, Nate Gray, who is our president, starts to go to a couple of the large companies that hold the rights to these musicals, MTI or Concord, and they look for what's available, what's popular, what we think mid-Missouri audiences will like, and we start to shop around and see what we can get.
Yeah. And also you have to take into what you can afford to do.
That's a big part of it.
Because some of those musicals are pretty expensive, aren't they?
They are.
Expensive to get the rights to and expensive to produce.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
But you've been able to hold your own with all of those. The people appreciate what you're doing, and they keep coming back for more.
Well, we've had a record-breaking year this past 2022 season. Multiple shows held over, tons sold out. Theater's just going great in mid-Missouri.
Okay. So if people want more information about how to get tickets, it's ccpjc.org.
That's
Is that
right. That's right.
ccpj.org, Capital City Productions. And if you're still wanting to see Annie, there's a chance you could get tickets, but they may be sold out.
That's right.
Are the Annie productions, are they all dinner shows?
They are all dinner shows.
Okay. Thank you so much for coming by.
Thanks for having me, Paul.
Best of luck to you for the rest of this year and 2023. Okay? Something you'd like to hear or see, I'd love to hear from you. Just drop me an email, pepperp@missouri.edu. Bye-bye.